Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Sussex Farms and well welcome back to Mono Farm where I made a boo-boo. There's no surprise there. I don't know where my mind was, but at midnight I lost all the chickens. They all died and they left me a mess in the process. I did fill up the feed, but yeah, when it hit midnight, they all died because I wasn't paying attention and completely forgot that it's not adult. They go from chicks to young to mature, and while they're young is when you have to sell them. So when I filled up the food before I slept through the night, I should have sold all the chickens. So that is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out again and we're going to try this one more time. As I said, it's only 52 pounds that we're out, so which I think is an interesting number. And this time it's costing us 60, which makes no sense to me. When it says 1 pound there, but it's still costing us a total of 60. When you're not supposed to be charged a fee. So it's kind of like we're still being charged a fee, but there is no fee. I don't know. Anyway, we need to get back to getting some work done here. So, and I also made, as you can see, I made a couple purchases. I bought these small sheds, small shelters. And I figured, you know, one over here would be good for this setup. And then I put one across the driveway because I bought this small trailer here. And I figured this trailer here would be perfect for using with the truck when the tractors are busy for feeding the chickens. Now, somewheres I do have, right? Hopefully I remembered, yes. I do have the bucket. So at some point I've got to come back and clean up our chickens. I know the cleanliness is not registering, but still there is food there on the ground, so I gotta see if I can clean that up a little bit. Excuse me. But on to what we were doing here before I got sidetracked. We need to get these guys continued going. So let's get this field cultivated. And I need to finish the first round of fertilizing. So we can get these jobs done. Wow. Frogs don't want to leave my throat alone. And I think for the most part, for the first round of fertilizing, yeah, we're doing good. 28 is all set. That's fully fertilized. And that should be growing. To be exact, it's almost done, which is awesome. So we will definitely be moving along here. That'll be good. I also purchased, to help out with the seeding, I purchased also the Vaterstat Batterstad front tank, and I got the modded one where we can turn the fertilization side off so it only does seed, since our seeder only has the seed tank. That way we can definitely go further on one load of seed, which will be really good. But the next thing we need to look at is, what do we got else for contracts this morning? Oh, we have another transport job. Pure water to fruit and veg. Yeah, why not? We'll do that while these guys are finishing up. So let's get the truck. We'll grab our setup. Now, unfortunately, none of this equipment has the strap down ability, so we still got our tree branch, I should say, sitting on top. I didn't adjust this hitch either. Thought maybe we should go back to the medium height on that. Trying to think of best way we should go for pure water. Yeah, we gotta go out the other side here. Just cut through the fields. And everybody is buzzing about it. And I was wondering what everyone else thinks also. No new titles. Game title from from Giants for the 2020-2021 physical year. So that means no actual FS21. Which in some ways I think is, my belief is I think it's a good thing. That gives them a chance, like they said, they wanted to work on improvements, and they're working on more DLCs and expansion, which I think is going to be really good too. I definitely like this setup. Now let's get these squished together here a little more. Definitely makes these transports a little bit easier. No, it's not 100% realistic, but we're not here for 100% realism. Alright, let's get one strap on there. Because that's all you really need. Get ourselves lined up here. Beautiful. Oops. Yeah, I must not be set quite right. Yeah, I'm a little off center. It's alright. Let's shut that off. Hop out of there. And off we go. Head on straight down to fruit and veg. Sure nothing's coming. Scoot across here. So going out and around, we'll just take the back little trek here. Stop here for a second. Let me see. Cultivator's still going. Fertilizing. So let's get our second run started. It didn't cultivate the edge, but so we're not going to have two sites of fertilization right along that edge. That should be alright. We'll lose a little bit, but not a lot. Not enough to worry about. I guess we don't have that far to go with this one. We have to go all the way across the map for it. that. It didn't unfold. Why didn't you unfold? I know I hit it. Alright, that off. That off. Top into here. Let's disconnect the strap there. Yep. Helps if we start it first. I don't mind doing these little transport jobs every once in a while like this. A little extra money in the bank account. Oops. There we go. Transport complete. Another 15,000 in the bank. I like that. All right. Oops. Let me make sure we get it in the right place here. Hopefully that works. All right. Now let's see if we can get out of here without getting in an accident. Well, we're off and running. I forgot to come around that circle and they don't turn. My bad. Sure, we get back to the farm in one piece. All right. Set that there. I think most of what's left now is, yeah, fertilizing, and we got a sowing contract. Oh, field 2. That'll take a while to do. But we got to take care of ourselves first here. So, chickens, you're looking good. And I believe our cultivator is trying to say he's done. And this is what happened over on the other field. You didn't fully cultivate. So we'll rerun down through here, a little farther in. And that's because we don't own this dirt road in between, so thinking we do a run down this other side. Then it should be able to completely do the job. Our worker to make sure we keep a nice straight line, we stay on the field. Then we'll start him back up at the center again, and shouldn't have a problem then. Hopefully. We'll have to see. Zoom back a little bit. There we go. Excellent. All right, now see how you're doing. Looks like you're doing all right. Definitely like this idea. It definitely saves on fertilizer. Big thank you to MrSealyP for putting the idea out there for doing this. I mean, it's not fertilizing as wide, but trade-off, at least it's not costing for purchasing the fertilizer. So it's definitely a good thing. I'm wondering if we should look into getting this mushroom greenhouse up and running. My thought was I didn't really want to get it up and running until we owned the land around it and that, but it would definitely help out. Get us a little extra money. Because these fields are definitely going to take just a little bit more time to finish prepping. And we're definitely getting there, slowly, but we're getting there. But our planting window is gone for the wheat and barley. For now, I wasn't paying attention to that. That's my bad. But as soon as the other tractor is done with cultivating, I'm going to get it started on planting a field of corn. And I'll get it started on planting another field with grass. We can't plant the corn yet, can we? I need to actually get a planter. And we could try to plant the corn now, but it most likely will not take, being in seasons. So we'll most likely end up losing most of the crop. Oh, you guys gonna miss each other? Oh, just barely. Now, we got how much money in the bank? 144. Let's see what the planter would cost. Now I want is don't really have an 8 meter, do we? As far as planters, best as close as we can get is a 9. Without going too big. So that's 93. Well, 6 meter will be alright for now, I guess. If we go with this one, we can turn off the fertilization. And we can still use the front tank that I'm going to also use for the cedar, which easily goes with this. That's what it's actually originally meant for. Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, as soon as he's done cultivating, I'm going to reset it. Well, I'll take and drop off the cultivator. And then I'm going to reset the tractor to the shop. Because this guy's got one more field to go. But I'll reset him to the shop, and I will pick up the front tank and the planter, get it back down here to the farm, get it filled up with seed. And we'll get some corn in the ground. As I said, because today is the last day for planting corn. So, definitely have to get some corn in the ground. And that's going to have to be done today. So, what's going to happen is, I guess, I think we're going to have to leave it there for today. Because there isn't much else we can do at this moment until we get a little bit more money. So we can buy off some more land. And also until our fields are pretty much done. Because I'm already a day behind. Actually, technically I'm a couple days behind. For getting things done. So we'll definitely have to get working on a few things. Maybe between episodes what we can do is, what I'll also do is maybe I will take on that contract for fertilizing up on field 2. And I'll borrow the equipment. We'll take a little bit of a hit on that, but give us a little extra money to play with. Not much, but a little bit. Not sure. Nah, you know what? I think we're just going to hold out. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to get as far as we can, do as much as we can here. And, try to take it on a one step at a time. See if we can't get a couple more transport contracts to pop up. That'll probably happen tomorrow morning. We'll probably get another transport contract that'll pop up. Like I said, I'm hoping that between now and next episode, I will... this field will be completely cultivated. I will have... that field will be completely done being fertilized. And then... which is field 29 over there. This is field 28. Yeah, 28 will definitely get done being cultivated today. So all the cultivating will be done. I'll get field 29 done being fertilized. I'll move the tractor over to here so to get ready to start fertilizing. And then field 27 over here, my plan is to get it planted before the sun goes down, before we're able to go to bed. And in the process, temporarily grab the 515, unhook the weeder from the back of it, and grab the loader real quick and clean up that little bit of spot in front of the chickens there. And then they should be all set. Just have to keep an eye on them. And hopefully before sunset tomorrow in game, we will be selling them. I know we're not going to make a real lot of money doing it that way, especially with the number of chickens that we're doing. But I didn't really want to do, eggs. We're definitely doing, we did a lot of eggs, or tried to do a lot of eggs, I should say, work on, when we were in Washoe. So, I think we're definitely going to avoid the egg route. But our biggest thing now is to see if we can make up some money to purchase all the land around us here, which is like 600 and, what was that, 617 or 640? I know it's expensive. Yeah, 617. And then I want to put it in a cow barn and maybe a cow pasture. And that way we can keep separated the young cows from our milking cows. Until the young cows are big enough to become milking and breeding cows. And then we may also look into, at that point, possibly increasing the size of our chicken pen. We'll go with a larger chicken pen. And we'll also probably have to put in a new shelter as well. But as our plans for, well, at least for me between episodes, and our plans for next time, I mean, of course we could do it, a faster way. We could do the fuel and water and air runs again, which is I'm not opposed to. They are an option here in Sussex. Similarly, like, I consider them to be similar to like doing transport contracts, the field contracts. You're providing a service, we're doing delivery. But my primary concern at the moment, like I said, is I want to get things done with these fields. One of these fields will wait before we put anything into it. It's going to wait till end of summer. and I will be planting wheat in it immediately, the first chance we get. And we will see when we will be able to, how soon we'll be able to harvest. I have a feeling it's not going to be able to be harvested until next spring. Or actually, maybe even not until next summer. We'll have to see how that works out with seasons. So hopefully everything will pan out and everything will work out for us. But until next time, guys, I hope you all had a good week. I hope you all have a great weekend. This is Farmer Manu. Be good to each other. Blessed be everyone.